Hey everyone, if you're looking for a generator that can actually keep up with your power needs without waking up the whole neighborhood, the Simpson 5250 Watt Inverter Generator might be exactly what you're after. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I know generators aren't the most exciting purchase, but this one actually surprised me with how practical it is for everyday use. Whether you're camping, dealing with a power outage, or just need some backup juice for tools or appliances, this thing delivers without being a total headache to move around. The dual fuel capability alone makes it way more flexible than most generators out there, so you're not stuck relying solely on gasoline. One of the first things I noticed is how quiet it runs compared to what I expected. I've used generators before that sound like a jet engine, but this Simpson model stays pretty reasonable, around 61 decibels at a quarter load, which is actually closer to normal conversation levels. That makes a huge difference if you're trying to sleep next to it or use it in a campground where noise restrictions might be an issue. The wheels are a game changer for portability. I've moved this thing around my yard and even loaded it into my truck a few times, and the solid rubber wheels make it easy to roll on grass or pavement without struggling. The handle folds down neatly when you don't need it, and the whole unit feels sturdy enough to handle being moved around regularly. If you've ever dealt with a heavy generator before, you'll appreciate how much easier this makes things. For power output, it's rated at 5,250 starting watts and 4,200 running watts, which is plenty for most home essentials. I've run a refrigerator, some lights, a laptop, and even a small space heater simultaneously without any issues. The parallel capability is a nice bonus too. If you ever need more power down the line, you can connect another compatible generator to double your output. That's something you don't see on a lot of mid-range generators, and it gives you some future-proofing. The control panel is straightforward to use, which is great if you're not super familiar with generators. You've got your standard 120V outlets, 2 USB ports for charging devices, and even a 38 RV outlet if you're using it for camping or tailgating. The CO sensor is a smart safety feature that shuts the generator down if it detects dangerous carbon monoxide levels, which is something I definitely appreciate after seeing some of the horror stories out there. I also like that it runs on both gasoline and propane. Gasoline is easy to find, but propane can be a lifesaver if you're in an area where gas stations might be closed during an outage or if you just want a cleaner burning fuel option. The propane tank connects easily, and the switch between fuels is simple, just flip a valve and you're good to go. It's one of those features that seems small until you actually need it. Now, no generator is perfect, so let me be real about a couple of things. First, it's not the lightest unit out there. It weighs about 130 pounds, so while the wheels help, it's still not something you're going to carry upstairs or toss in the back of your car without some effort. If you're looking for something super compact, this might not be it. Second, the propane fuel efficiency isn't quite as good as gasoline, so if you're planning to run it on propane for long periods, you'll go through tanks faster than you might expect. Overall though, this Simpson generator hits a sweet spot for most people who need reliable power without all the hassle. It's quiet enough to use in residential areas, powerful enough for most home needs, and flexible enough to handle different fuel types. If you've been on the fence about getting a generator because you're worried about noise, portability, or ease of use, this one checks a lot of boxes. If this sounds like what you're looking for, check out the link below, it's the same one in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.